Welcome to Everyday English Podcast. Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. Hi, everyone.
Hi. We are so happy you are listening today. This is the podcast where we help you learn real, natural English for your daily life. Easy English for everyday life.
Exactly. And today we have a very special topic. A topic that makes me feel relaxed just thinking about it.
Oh, really? What is it, Mark?
Today we're going to talk about how to talk about countryside life.
Ah, the countryside. I love it. So, for our listeners, the countryside is the area outside the city. You know, farms, fields, trees, fresh air. It's the opposite of a busy city.
Yes. And why is this a good topic for English learners?
Well, many people travel. Maybe you visit a small village in England, or a farm in the United States, or maybe you just want to tell a friend about a quiet weekend you had. It's a very common conversation topic.
It is. And the vocabulary is very visual and easy to remember. You can picture the words in your head. So, let's go on a little journey to the countryside, using English.
I love that sound. Okay, Mark, let's imagine we are in the countryside. What do we see?
Okay, the first thing I see is green. So much green. We can say green fields or rolling hills. Hills are like small mountains.
Yes, rolling hills. That's a great phrase. It means the land goes up and down like a wave. We also see trees, many, many trees. We can say a forest if there are many trees together, or just woods.
Right. And what about animals? In the countryside, we see farm animals.
Of course, we see sheep, cows, horses, and chickens. Let's practice those words slowly for our listeners.
Okay, repeat after us if you want. Sheep, cows, horses, chickens.
Great! Now let's put them in a simple sentence. We can say, I see sheep in the green field, or look at the cows near the trees.
And the sounds are important too. In English, a sheep says baa, a cow says moo, a horse says neigh, and a chicken says cluck cluck.
This is fun. So when you visit the countryside, you can say, I heard the cows mooing this morning. It's a very peaceful sound.
So, we know what we see. Now let's talk about what we do in the countryside. Let's make some mini conversations. Anna, imagine I am your friend. You just came back from a weekend in the countryside. I ask you, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was wonderful, Mark. So relaxing.
What did you do?
Well, on Saturday, I went for a long walk. Actually, in the countryside, we often say hike. A hike is a long walk in nature, usually in the hills or forest. So I went for a hike with my family.
Oh, a hike. I love hiking. Was it difficult?
A little, but the views were amazing. In English, we call the beautiful things you see views or scenery. You can say, the scenery was breathtaking. Breathtaking means so beautiful that it takes you breath away.
That's a nice phrase. Let's say it slowly for our listeners. The scenery was breathtaking.
Now, Mark, what about you? What do you like to do in the countryside?
I love to just sit outside. I like to have a picnic. A picnic is when you eat your meal outside, usually on a blanket on the grass. You bring a basket with food.
A picnic? That's perfect. So you can say, we had a picnic by the river, or let's have a picnic in the field.
Exactly. And I also like to take photos. When I see a beautiful sunset, when the sun goes down in the evening, I take a photo. Let's practice a short conversation. I'll be the visitor. Anna, look at that sunset. It's so colorful.
I know, it's beautiful. Let's take a photo.
Good idea. It's so peaceful here.
See? Simple, natural English. You can use these phrases when you are with friends. Okay, let's talk about some common mistakes, because learning from mistakes is good.
Yes, a very common mistake is with the word quiet. A learner might say, the city is very quiet.
Ah, yes. Quite and quiet are different. Quiet, with an ET at the end, means silent or not noisy. For example, the countryside is quiet. It's a quiet place.
And quite, with ITE, means very or a little. For example, the walk was quite long. They sound similar, but they are different.
Let's practice the pronunciation. Listen. Quiet. Quite. Good. Keep practicing that.
Another common mistake is using city words for the countryside. For example, in the city, we say traffic. In the countryside, we don't have traffic. We have.
We have nature, or just nothing. Also, a mistake is saying, I live in a nature. No, we say, I live in nature, or I live in the countryside, not a nature.
Good point. You live in the countryside or you go to the countryside.
But don't worry about making mistakes. That is how we learn. The important thing is to try. People will understand you.
Okay, now let's talk about why people love the countryside. What are the feelings? We can use adjectives or describing words.
Yes, this is my favorite part. When we talk about the countryside, we use feeling words. The most common one is peaceful.
Peaceful. It means calm, quiet, no stress.
Exactly. You can say, I feel peaceful here, or this place is so peaceful.
Another great word is fresh. The air in the countryside is fresh. It's clean and good to breathe. You can say, I love the fresh air.
And when you go back to the city, you can say, I feel refreshed. That means you have new energy.
So, let's do a little summary. Imagine you want to tell a friend about your weekend in the countryside. You can say,
I went to the countryside. It was very peaceful. I went for a hike in the hills and saw some sheep. The scenery was breathtaking. We had a picnic and I took many photos. The air was so fresh. I feel so refreshed now.
perfect. That's a wonderful way to describe a weekend. It uses so many of our words today.
Okay, before we finish, let's do a practice and recap section. We'll say the key phrases slowly, and you can repeat them. Take a deep breath and let's practice together.
Number 1, countryside. I love the countryside.
Number 2, hike. Let's go for a hike.
Number 3, scenery. The scenery is beautiful.
Number 4, peaceful. This place is so peaceful.
Number 5, fresh air. I love the fresh air.
Number 6, picnic. We had a picnic.
Excellent. You did great. Write these words down or listen to this part again. Practice saying them out loud.
I feel so relaxed now just talking about this.
Me too. I want to go to the countryside right now.
Maybe our listeners do too. And now they have the words to talk about it in English. Well, Mark, it's time to say goodbye for today.
It is. But before we go, we want to say a huge thank you. Thank you for listening to the Everyday English Podcast.
Yes, thank you. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our channel. And if you have a moment, give us a like or leave a comment.
Yes. Tell us in the comments, do you prefer the city or the countryside? Use your new English words.
We would love to read your comments. And remember, learning English is a journey, just like a peaceful walk in the hills. Take your time, enjoy it, and don't worry about mistakes.
Keep practicing your English every day. Bye.